My name is Paulette Lynch. Good evening. I'm one of the founding members of the Carmel Sunset Rotary and a past president. It's my honor to be with you this evening. I'm especially pleased to support the AIM Youth Mental Health Design Challenge, which taps the creativity of our youth as a unique and powerful way to share two messages of great urgency. One, too many of our youth are struggling. Two, there is also within these works singular and powerful messages of hope. There are tangible ways we can take action right now. As you walk through the three galleries this evening, virtually or in person, you may first notice dramatic color, shapes, and movement. You'll be drawn into the design and the images, and that's when the messages will begin to sink in, and they'll stay with you. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for your own role in supporting these creative and courageous young artists. Together we can open hearts, open minds, and open doors to better mental health for every young person. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sigel with the Carmel Sunset Rotary Club. We're pleased to welcome you to the AIM Youth Mental Health Exhibition and to celebrate the 4th annual AIM for Awareness Design Challenge. The objective of the AIM's Design Challenge is to elevate students' voices in the youth mental health movement in giving them an outlet to express themselves, to tell their story, and to create compelling visual ad design content to raise awareness and increased empathy. The art displayed here tonight is a collection of both digital and traditional art from middle school and high school students participating as far as Pakistan, with many artists across California and local to Monterey County. To begin, it is a pleasure to introduce our gallery host, who made it possible for us to display this amazing work this evening, Scott Jacobs of Scott Jacobs Gallery. Scott, please tell us a little bit about your gallery and your artwork.
Yeah, I'm Scott Jacobs. I've been in town here for about 15 years. I've had my gallery for 10, and we've been at this location on mission for the last 3.5 years. And yeah, it's just a pleasure to be in town here. Thank you guys for asking me to be a host. It's been a pleasure being a judge and checking out all these kids' work from all around the world, which is really incredible to me. And then to have them, as well as our special guest Stephanie, and all these students here tonight, as well as yourself. I really appreciate it, and I just hope everybody has a good time. I know I am, and thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Scott. We really appreciate it. And now it is my honor to introduce or to invite Judge Stephanie Halsey to present our first place middle school winners.
Thank you, Sigel, and thank you so much, Scott, for hosting this event. I also want to thank all of the other art gallery owners because it is so meaningful and important for our youth to feel support from our local art community, and they are so deserving of it if you take the time to look at the art that they've presented. I have spent the last 3+ years working with youth, with our juvenile justice system, and so I see on a daily basis the importance of addressing the mental health needs of our youth. I currently am in an adult assignment, and so now I see those folks who are older, but who also were once young, and had they had the opportunity to have those mental health needs addressed when they were younger, perhaps we wouldn't be seeing them at the point we are. I also want to just commend the youth who took the time to participate in this ad campaign. The artwork never ceases to amaze me. I believe that this is the 4th year that I've had some participation. I'm a proud board member of AIM, and so obviously I'm very supportive of AIM's mission. The artwork of the students is always insightful and compelling, and this year, this very unique year that we have all had, is no different. I just want to commend the insight of the students. Their artwork is bold, it is thought-provoking, and it speaks to their empathy as they have created pieces of art that are moving the message of AIM forward. Because as we all know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So they are doing something. 80 people, 80 young people throughout the world have taken the time to do something that the rest of us simply don't have the skills to do. And I want to take a moment at this time to introduce Sophia Sullivan, and she is our first place middle school winner in the digital category. So Sophia, congratulations. And I just am hoping that we can get a close-up of Sophia's artwork. Are we able to do that? Yep. Excellent. And Sophia, would you mind coming a little bit closer? And I know we had a few moments to chat earlier, and I was just so impressed with your understanding of and the way that you took the time to submit this piece of art. So can you tell us a little bit about that process?
So when I was submitting the art, it really spoke to me when I saw all of the statistics, how normal of a problem and how big of a problem it is. And just that mental health issues, especially in teens and in youth in general, are so prevalent, but that it's not abnormal. It's not a problem, and that we need to work on treating it, and because especially in youth it can be harmful, but that it can get better and that you're not alone.
I would also like to take a moment to introduce everybody to Shelby Anderson. And Shelby, please step forward. Shelby, it is my honor and privilege to present you with the First Place Middle School Award for Traditional Art. And congratulations. And Shelby's art is here, if we can get a close-up of it. Shelby, can you tell us a little bit about your art and how the message of AIM spoke to you and how it is that you came up with this particular piece of art?
Well, I know some people who have anxiety get very emotional, and I just thought that this was a very good representation of how big of a problem anxiety is and how this could be addressed. I believe that in fixing this problem, nature is a big part of expressing emotion.
So nature speaks to you.
Yeah.
Do you think that being closer to nature might be a component of addressing mental health?
Yeah.
Well said. Well, Shelby, again, you have been very thoughtful in your approach, and it's a beautiful, beautiful execution, just so delicate, so detailed, and yet there's a freedom to it. And I'm just in awe of your talent and of your insight. And I just want to wish you the very, very best in your future. You're a talented artist. I hope that you continue to create art throughout your life. And whatever you do, professionally and personally, I know that your art is going to also be helping you and helping others. So please continue to make art.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Hi everyone, welcome to our third annual AIM Youth Mental Health Exhibition. I am Aiken Attila with the Stevenson Interact Club, sponsored by Carmel Sunset Rotary. You are joining me here today at Gallery Sir with an inspiring collection of art pieces. Here we will be presenting our first place high school awards and hear from the student winners. But first, let me introduce our gallery host, who has made it possible for us to display the insightful artwork we see here tonight. David Potigian of Gallery Sir, please tell us more about your gallery and artwork.
Hi, thank you, Aiken. First, I'm very honored to be a part of this whole activity. This is I know it's a very important cause, and I'm very honored to support and do whatever we can to help bring the awareness to mental health, especially after this year of COVID. It's a very, very important thing for us to be doing all that we can to bring awareness and to help and support these wonderful causes.
Thank you so much, David. And now it is my honor to introduce Monterey City Council member Tyler Williamson.
Thank you all so much for having me here today. Thank you, David, for hosting us here. You're right, this is an incredibly important event. I reflect on what life was like pre-COVID and the anxiety that many of us lived with before we had to live through this pandemic. And it was tough for a lot of people. Now, living in COVID, you can only imagine how that's grown exponentially. And you cannot tell me that there's one person on this planet that is not affected emotionally by the effects of COVID-19. So it's not only now that we're having to deal with this, it's now and into the future for many years to come. Right? We have a whole generation of youth that are being born into this environment. And it's critically important for us to think about the emotional toll that this takes on everybody. So with that, I am just greatly appreciative of all the students that participated in creating artwork for us to enjoy. I look forward to getting around to the other showrooms to be able to look at the art pieces there. But what I see when I look at them is a release from that stress, a release from that emotional toll and impact that this has had on all of us. And so I appreciate all the students that took the time to share their artistic expression with us all. I have the distinct honor and pleasure of recognizing the 2 first place awardees in the high school category. So first up, we have digital art, and that's Emily Sol Kim. Emily wasn't able to join us today, and so I have the pleasure of reading a statement from her. So she says, young adults ages 18 to 25 years old have the highest prevalence of any mental disorder. The main idea of this piece is to illustrate the uncertainty within identity within the ages of 18 to 25. The piece depicts the feeling of inclusion and exclusion towards social labels given with bias, judgment, and stereotypes commonly faced throughout times. So the next category is traditional art, and the awardee is Caitlin Shen. So, do we have Caitlin with us? Hi, Caitlin. I can see you and hear you loud and clear. Thanks for being with us today. So first I'll ask, please tell us about your work and what inspired you for this design.
So as I was selecting through all the prompts, I wanted to choose one that best resonates with me and one that I can really connect with, because when I'm thinking about mental health, I want to be able to represent it the best. And I personally went through anxiety. When I was transitioning from middle to high school, I went into the city in a more urban kind of platform, like setting for my school. There was like high-rise towers, and there were so many people completely different than what I was used to. And I got a lot of anxiety from that. And one of my closest friends that was with me in the beginning was my source of comfort, and she was always with me during lunch and all that. But then one day she announced that she had to move because of her family's work. And so my anxiety just skyrocketed from there. And when I was drawing that image, I wanted to draw what I was feeling. And for me, anxiety felt like something that was piercing right through me. And it's as if no one can really hear and connect with my experience as well. And it feels very lonely as well. So that is what my design is based off of.
Environment right now, but we have a room full of people that are just super appreciative of your artwork and are enjoying it. So we are here giving you a virtual hug and giving you a lot of appreciation for your artwork. Congratulations. Okay, and I think that's it. Thanks to both of the awardees, and everybody have a good evening.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tyler. And congratulations, and thank you all for supporting the AIM Design Challenge and bringing greater awareness to youth mental health. Please join us for our final award presentation at Bennett's Sculpture Carmel, or you can watch the entire production from any of the other designated sites. Locations are listed in the program. So thank you so much.
Good evening. I'm Rose Clark, founding president of the Carmel Sunset Rotary Club, and very proud of it. And I am pleased to welcome you to our third annual AIM Youth Mental Health. We are passing through a very critical part in the history of the world as we know it. So now, more than ever, we must look out for the future of those who will be the ambassadors of our history, our youth. Congratulations to our first place middle school winners and our first place high school winners. We are here now at the Bennett Sculpture Carmel to present our overall design challenge, the winner, and hear from the student artist. But first, let me introduce you to the gallery host and Carmel Sunset Rotary Club member, Ashley Bennett Stoddard.
Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I just want to say a few things about this, and one thing is this is the third year that I've been involved in this challenge. I believe in my heart that this is a very important mission for so many reasons. I'm blown away this year by the creativity, the expression, and also the technical display of the artwork that's put together, and the composition and the colors and everything. AIM Youth for Mental Health is one of my favorite organizations. I love to support them, and the students that showed up with their artwork and showed and expressed what they're feeling within this COVID time, but just like regular life right now, is very inspiring to me as an artist, because it's not filtered. It's raw and it's beautiful and it's real. And I'm appreciative of seeing that right now. And I just want to say I'm happy to have you here and to host you in the gallery, and I am completely encouraged by seeing the future right here before us.
Thank you, Ashley. Okay, as you can see, everybody has a lot of passion in them because that's the Rotary way. So with that being said, it is my great honor to introduce you to a lady that truly, truly embodies all heart. There is no question about it. So let me introduce you to Dr. Deneen Gus, the Monterey County Superintendent of Schools. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. And thank you for that beautiful introduction. I have to say it is truly my great pleasure to be here this evening. Anytime you have the opportunity to recognize amazing young artists, it makes for a great day. So I am super excited to be here to help congratulate all of the young artists who are so very talented and also so committed to raising awareness about youth mental health. I think that we can all agree that prior to the pandemic, there was a huge need to bring awareness to this topic. And now, after this historic pandemic, I think we're going to find that more than ever, the need is even greater. And who better to raise awareness, right? Our young people. The youth voice, I think, is the most important voice. When our young people are able to very comfortably use their talents and their skill to bring out color and design, and more importantly, these very important challenges that they're facing, both before the pandemic and again, even more now, I think the better. So I want to say a huge thank you to AIM for creating this design challenge, and to the Carmel Sunset Rotary Club for sponsoring it every year. So let's give a round of applause to the Rotary Club and to AIM. Woohoo! Opportunities like this make a world of difference. And now I am super excited to just congratulate all of the participants, because all of the youth who participated are winners. And now to announce the first overall design challenge winner, please help me welcome Jennifer Kim. Jennifer. Thank you so much. Can I put that down? And there we go. Let me present. There we go. Congratulations. Look at that beautiful smile, and look at this beautiful artwork. Oh my goodness. 50% of the population will experience a mental health challenge in their lifetime. Amazing. Jennifer, can you please tell us what inspired your design?
Well, I've been doing archery, and I'm an archer, and I've been doing this for more than 6 years. But when I first started out, I just loved the shooting of the bow, how it felt when I let go of the arrow. And as I kept practicing, I got better, and I started winning medals and started competing at the national level. But when I started getting to that level, I started focusing more on the results, how I shot on the target, what place did I get at the competition, how would I do at my next competition. And these feelings led to insecurity, because I put myself up to this standard that I would eventually not be able to keep up. And that created this feeling of, oh, can I do this? I don't think I can. I don't know what to do. And as these feelings got worse, so did my mental health. And my pressure over archery, which I represented with a target as holding me back from progressing for the rest of my life, as you can see in this poster. And these stairs represent my mental health and how I felt, and you can see them cracking under the pressure that I was putting myself through. And even though this overall painting is dark, I wanted to add this bright highlight at the top, because when I was at my lowest, I actually talked with my art teacher, And through that conference, she really changed my perspective on how I should view my sport and life in general. And by talking to her, I was able to break free of this glue that was holding me back, which is why I wanted to include it in this piece.
One more question for you. So, Jennifer, what words of wisdom or encouragement would you give to another youth that might be experiencing a mental health challenge or know of another young person who's experiencing a mental health challenge? What would you tell them? What would your words of advice be?
I mean, as I said before, my biggest, probably the thing that got me out of my mental block was talking with my art teacher. And I wasn't even really close to my art teacher, but she was someone I could tell my troubles to. And even just telling my problems to her, like I didn't expect her to solve them, but just letting them out helped me so much. And she was actually able to give me a new perspective on how I should view things, which really helped me. So I want to say, if you're struggling with mental illness or you have friends who are, just tell them don't be scared to reach out for help, because it's okay to have problems. It's okay not to know how to handle things. And don't be scared to reach out to like any parent or any counselor, because you have people in your life who love you and they care about you. So don't be scared to reach out to them.
One more round of applause. Congratulations again. Turn it back over.
Thank you. Okay, so we've come to the final lap here. Congratulations and thank you all for supporting the AIM Design Challenge and bringing greater awareness to youth mental health. And as my final comment to you, always, always make people feel they matter, as you matter to us. I leave you with a pre-recorded message from our incoming president, Linda Patrick, who are going to be taking the reins of the Carmel Sunset Rotary 2021-2022. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Linda Patrick, President and founding member of Carmel Sunset Rotary Club. Thank you to all the students who participated in the AIM Design Challenge this year, and for inspiring all of us to acknowledge the increasing impact this year has had on youth mental health issues. Thank you, AIM, for your work and valued partnership. And if you, the audience, would like to learn more about the work, please log into aimyouthmentalhealth.org. Thank you and good night.